Hey everyone, it's me, Doomlink. Welcome back to Let's Play Castlevania Symphony of the Night. I believe that it is part 3 of my Let's Play, and it is currently the 12th of March 2016, as I am recording this. Now, there are two things that I should mention. In the previous video, while I was doing crap off camera, you know, how I had to go back and forth through that same area multiple times to get to what I believed at the time was the save point. Yeah, anyway, during that time, I actually managed to get a leather shield. Now, I don't really know to what extent the leather shield is actually useful. You press the B button to use on the Xbox 360 controller, of course. I don't know the Dreamcast controls, I apologize, but yeah, you just hold the B button to use your left-hand weapon. I don't really know how effective this is. You can't actually attack and use it at the same time. Generally speaking, I don't really want to be allowing myself to get hit anyways, so yeah, I don't really think that's going to come in too much handy. At the very least, I'm not really going to use it, so yeah, anyway, also, oh yeah, you guys saw it, I just pulled up the map, so yeah, basically it is the left trigger button on the Xbox 360 controller to get the map up. I probably would have been able to find that out myself if I was smart enough to actually be able to I don't know, press all of the buttons and work that out myself, but I really didn't think it would be a trigger button. That just didn't even cross my mind. But anyway, I've killed this boss 2 times now, and I'm pretty confident with him. He's pretty weird. I don't really know how to explain how to fight him. You just need to try and get him in the best stun lock you possibly can get him in. And getting him into a jump stun lock is a good way to do that. That's a good start. He's he's tricky. He's a tricky frickin' boss, as you can tell. It's best to try and get him into a jumping stun lock, I've found. There we go. Just need to coax him into a jump. And you can also get him into a normal attack stun lock as well, and don't get hit by him when he's turned into a bird. That's not ideal. He's very frustrating to fight. He really is. Shouldn't take... So you just need to get into the right position to hit him once. Like, all you need to do is hit him once, and he is so fast. Look at him. He's crazy. Look at him. Like, I'm just jumping away, and he's just hitting me instantly. Like, it's nuts. Absolutely insane. Now, I'm doing particularly bad in this fight, so I do apologize for that. But as you can see, this is a good way to actually get him in a stun lock, doing the jumping stun lock. I would recommend that you do indeed do that. I may be able to get him. No, and then he just gets me like that. You prick! So yeah, off camera I leveled up once, basically. I haven't done anything else other than that. Oh yeah, and I also collected max hearts so that I could go ahead and immediately use all of my available axe uses, I suppose you could say. So yeah, I'm just going to try and do this as much as I can. This is this is the best way to get damage off on this guy, as fast as you can, really. So, I would recommend doing this as much as you can, and then just trying to attack him normally, because he can be attacked normally. It's just not that easy, unfortunately. Just need to get... Come on, yeah, just... Oh, damn it, that's the one you don't want to get hit by. There's a way to hit him without fucking... Look at that, it's nuts. Okay, there we go. We actually hit him. Fuck's sake. I have a feeling you can... Actually, no, I have done the final hit with the axe, that's right. Yeah, it's being able to hit him with your own sword, you know. If you're able to do that, it really, really helps. Anyway, very annoying fight. I'm not a fan of it at all, but we managed to get through it. I got through it quite a few times off camera, but stop going to the wrong menu, please, Doomlink. Anyway, let's have a look at the Gladius. That is considerably better, Sword of Ancient Rome. I would imagine that this is a slow attacking sword. What? Surely not. Really? I thought it was going to be a big overhead sword. That's unexpected. So that's more or less the same as the short sword, except it's a little bit longer, so yeah, it's not entirely a short sword. Anyway, I'm kind of tempted to save. What? Another life max up? That's kind of unexpected and a little bit overpowered almost. I don't really think overpowered is the best word to use, but it's definitely really helpful. Okay, I wanted to attack that axe there, didn't really work out too well, got a level up there. Of course, that experience was assisted by the boss experience. Well, I think I could have explained that better. You know, I leveled up quickly there thanks to the boss experience. There we go. I'll go and not level up over here, go and save over here. That would be a good idea, I think. So yeah, we've got 99 health at the moment, which is looking pretty good. Of course, we do want to get as many life max ups as possible. Yeah, as you could see, we did manage to get a life max up outside of actually defeating a boss, so you can do that. You need to make sure you get all the life max ups that you can possibly find. Yeah, I'll be referring to the map quite a few times now because, of course, well, now that I have access to the map, I will be doing that. Because, I mean, the map is always very, very helpful. Because the map, if you know how to read the map, you just need to look at places where you've got slight opening spaces. If you can see, for instance, if you look at where the save point, the red marker, is nearest to us, the corridor below that, if you follow that down to the left, you can see when you get into the open square room that there is a little space pointing downwards. That means that we can actually enter something that will take us downwards. That refers to a door. So, yeah, that kind of weird, I don't really know how to explain that. It's like a little opening space. Watch out for Donkey Kong skeleton there. Kind of a worry. Just need to be careful of this spear guy. He's not too hard to deal with, just be nice and slow with him. That's how you fight some of these enemies, you know, you just need to be a little bit careful. And not just run in there. I mean, one of the few enemies where you do want to just run in there is with the bone-throwing skeletons. They're really good to just run in and fight, simply because, I mean, okay, you are not very cool. Fortunately, this staircase makes it really easy to fight those guys. I don't know how we're going to get access to these areas here. Looks like there's another rune there. I believe that's called a rune. Let me double check that. Oh, it's a relic, sorry, not a rune. I was close. They both start with R, and they can both be kind of relic-y. That's a terrible way to use that word. Oh my god, who the hell is this? I'm a little bit worried, and of course the yellow Medusa heads, if you didn't know, they can actually really quite injure you in the way that they will petrify you, so yeah, be careful. Not impressed with these Medusa heads right now. Stop it. You need to stop this. I hate all Medusa heads. They're terrible. This is a really good spot for me to fight this guy. Okay, you know what? I'll be dead from the Medusa heads by the time I actually kill this guy, so... I wonder if the axe actually does damage to him because it bounces off him there, so... It's not exactly that encouraging. Look, I'm trying to kill these Medusa heads because they're freaking terrible. Look at that. They duck under your frickin' attacks. I really do not like Medusa heads. I don't think anyone likes Medusa heads. Who likes Medusa heads? No one, that's who. Anyway, I'm a bit worried because I'm probably going to die if I continue going through here simply because of these Medusa heads. I mean, the Medusa heads are always the ones that kill you. I did mention before that the Medusa heads are like the final boss. I wasn't joking when I said that they are the final boss. They just elude me so bad. We've had quite a few different entrances into various areas so far. That's the third that we've received so far. Received, I say. More like the third that we've come across. Yeah, not really received. Okay, I'm just looking at the map here. I don't really think this is the... Oh, this is a save point. I didn't realise that this was going to be a save point. I was actually thinking of backtracking to the next save... to the save point that I had gone to previously. Okay, that turned out really well. Good work, me, for going towards a save point that I didn't believe existed, but it turned out that it did exist, and that was actually really helpful. Anyway, let's collect this heart, and hopefully kill this guy down here, just for the sake of it. I have a feeling that he might drop something cool. I don't really think that there's any guarantee that he will, but it'll be fun if he does drop something cool. It'll take a while to actually kill this guy, of course, because he's, you know, probably got a lot of health. Maybe not. He was a lot faster to kill than the purple guy, who was considerably smaller than he. Actually, no, that's true. I've actually received a different weapon since then, so maybe my weapon is just a lot more powerful than the previous one, which is kind of obvious. The last thing that I was using was just a normal short sword. I think it's possible that people might actually use the red rust until they get the weapon that I have right now, simply because, as I did mention in the first video, generally people get the red rust instead of the short sword. You know, it's luck whether or not you get the what do you call it, the short sword. At the same time, I mean, I would say if you are aware of the fact that you can get the short sword, just spend a little bit of extra time trying to get the short sword, because I think that will be quite helpful to you. Anyway, yeah, because the red rust it's not good. It's red rust. It doesn't sound very good, does it? I mean, a weapon that's rusting, yeah, great. Anyway, just be careful of this guy. Oh, I tried to hit the Medusa head, hit him instead. Probably not the worst thing. Oh, he attacked me out of nowhere, wasn't expecting that. You know what, he actually was attacking me by leaving his sword in a stationary position. I'm gonna go and save again. The reason why I did it was because XP makes me hungry. I suppose there's EXP in this game, which is not the worst thing. No, wrong thing. The big freaking Xbox button. I had to get used to that when I first got an Xbox 360, because I did get PS3 first. I got PS3 quite a while ago to get Demon Souls, back when it wasn't, when it was the only Souls game. And yeah, Demon Souls was one of the things that encouraged me to go and buy a what do you call it, a PlayStation 3. So I went and bought the PlayStation 3 for that reason, and I think I got the Xbox in 2013, early 2013, I got the Xbox, and yeah, it was, yeah, anyway, I was a bit late getting the 360, of course, but I didn't really like the people. I didn't like the 360 community, because it was the larger community, and generally, where you find more people, you find more assholes when it comes to the gaming community. I'm pretty disillusioned, well, not really disillusioned, more like indifferent to the gaming community these days, because I just find them to be a bunch of obnoxious little shit faces. I don't like any of them, really. Well, it's wrong to say I don't like any of them. I don't know which ones I like and which ones I dislike. I just know that generally I like to keep a fair distance from the gaming community. So I'm just a part of my own community, if you understand. My Doomlink community of one person, because I find that fun. I find it fun to make videos with myself, that's right. I don't care if you find that lonely. I don't find it lonely in the slightest. I think it's pretty fun. Anyway, okay, that's a level up there. Probably assisted by the fact that we had received a bunch of experience from that big green knight guy. But, yeah, I have a feeling this is a save point. Nope, okay. I was just double checking, okay, I wasn't too sure. I'll probably just head up here. See, this is really great now that I have access to the map, so I can see exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. Not really what I'm supposed to be doing, but, you know, where I have... Well, when you can go in multiple different directions, it's important to be able to see the places that you've... Oh, I can't use a weapon when I'm cursed. Good to know, I totally forgot about that. Anyway, maybe I can use a special weapon, I'm not sure. I don't really know. I have a feeling that there would be some good things in those lanterns, simply because, you know, you generally may or may not have the ability to actually attack while you're going through here, so I was thinking maybe uncurse. Oh yeah, okay. Whoa, okay, that killed you in one go, that's good to know. Yeah, I suppose that's highly effective. I'll just attack you normally, simply because I've attacked you before. You are so horrid! Anyway. I don't like that guy, I'm going to... I have to get in the habit of that. I'm sorry about that, everyone. Uncurse. I want to be able to use, not... Uncurse. Okay, is there a way to... No, stop going to that, please. I'm begging you. I'm begging myself not to do that. Is there a way for me to just use an item without having to equip it? There probably is, but anyway. I'll just equip and use them in that way for now. That sounds like a reasonable idea. So I'll just head up here, and I thought that was going to be something like that, you know, flying books. Anyway. Just need to be careful here. Their letters will hurt me. Oh, I've killed them. Okay, cool. That was scary for a moment. I was a little bit concerned about that. Oh, not these things. What are they called again? Forgot what they're called. I just do that, because, honestly, it's not even worth it. Not even worth it. I'm sorry if you can hear my controller when I do play this game. It's not really something that I can avoid. I mean, yeah. Because when you do play Castlevania, you do get into the game, so there is going to be a little bit of noisy controller button mashing. Well, not really button mashing, but, you know, the sounds of my analog stick going back and forth as I am moving back and forth in the game, naturally. So, yeah, that's just going to happen, and you're going to have to deal with it. So, sorry. Okay, I can just kill him like that, because I have a staircase here to help me out. So this is an area that we can kind of fully explore once we've got the double jump. Okay. Get some... I don't know why giant books have bags of cash stashed in them, but... I mean, I don't know. I don't know who runs this castle. Maybe that's normal practice in Dracula's castle. Stashing... instead of using the bank, Dracula just uses his giant books to hide his money inside them. Just for the collection of random people trying to kill him, you know. Can you stop hitting me, Mr. Giant Book? Thank you. Anyway, I think I can go further this way, so I'm going to head this way. Okay, staircase. Staircase is always very helpful, so never underestimate the usefulness of a staircase. Okay. Hide Cuirass. Or Cuirass. I think it's Cuirass, so I'm going to say Cuirass. Or Cuirass? You reckon it's Cuirass? I don't think so. It sounds too much like Caress, and that's... It's Cuirass. Cuirass? Cuirass. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'll just say Cuirass from now on. That's fine. I don't think anyone will have too much of a go at me for getting that wrong, if I did get it wrong. So yeah, anyway. I give up on these stupid grass things. I forgot what they're called now. The word escapes me. Okay, what's that? Obtain Fairy Scroll. Well, that's cool. That's a magic tome. I don't know. What the hell are you doing? These guys look a little bit dangerous. They're a little bit more dangerous than the other ones that I was fighting. And you see, I have this weird thought that I can press down and press the A button to go and like do a ground kick, you know, shift forwards like that. Anyway, is that something that is here? No, it's not. It might be a relic, you know. Yeah, it is. Okay. Displays enemy's name. That is great. That's exactly what I was hoping for at some point. Just to find out the name of this guy. Let's find out. Oh, for God's sake. That makes me very upset. Thornweed. Okay. I didn't actually know that's what it was called. It's not even a name that I'm remembering as I hear it at that moment. So, yeah, I've got no idea. I kind of want to go back to... I keep on going to the select screen to actually do that. Should I go back to the last place that I could have gone, as in, you know, the last other direction that I could have gone? Probably. What were those books called? Let's see. Spell book, okay. Well, it's not using too many spells on me, it's just flying. Well, then again, that might be a spell in itself, the ability to fly around the place, so yeah, I had better not underestimate the power of the spell books, if you know what I mean. Can you actually hit that? Thank you very much. I'm going to do that from now on because ultimately that seems to be like a good decision. Anyway, let's keep on doing this. Uncurse. It seems that Uncurse infinitely spawns here, which is cool. If I ever need some Uncurse, I'll be sure to go and farm them here. Alright, so I think this is, yes, this is the direction that we can go in. Alright, let's be careful of you. I knew you were going to manage that. Managed to hit that guy. Stop! You are so terrible. You are the worst. The worst. You know what? I think it would be a good idea for me to go to the save point now. Because I've explored quite a lot here, and if something really weird happens, like I die, I don't think it would be that weird for it to happen, to be honest. But, yeah, I have a good chance of dying, so I'd better be careful, if you know what I mean, and go back to the save point, just to make sure that I don't lose all of my progress, because it is important to try and, you know, understand, okay, it's probably a good idea for me to play it safe and go and save. And that's not going to be a problem at all, in terms of the fact that we have to go back and forth, because that allows us to kill more enemies, and in turn that gives us more experience, and that's really cool. It's always great to have experience in these games, so never underestimate the benefit of experience, and I don't really think anyone underestimates that, realistically. Anyone who's ever played a video game probably doesn't underestimate the benefit of experience, so yeah, I'm not going to assume that. I'm not going to assume that you don't. But yeah, I feel like playing the DS Castlevania games. The last Castlevania game that I played actually was Order of Ecclesia. I don't know about any of these more recent ones. I've got no idea how they work. I don't care about them, to be honest, these 3D frickin' Castlevania games. I don't understand why they thought that was a good idea. Castlevania belongs in 2D, I'm sorry. It's just that kind of game. It's like turning... Well, then again, they didn't do too bad turning Mario into 3D, but still, with Castlevania, I just don't feel that it belongs in a three-dimensional world. Not when so many other games have RPG elements in a three-dimensional world. I mean, yeah, I just don't think it's necessary at all, so yeah, I don't really encourage that. I don't encourage the creation of those 3D Castlevania games, but at the same time, I can't really speak ill of them, simply because I haven't actually played a single one. Like, I think I might have played a demo for the first 3D Castlevania game ages ago, but, well, I say the first 3D Castlevania game, I mean on the more recent consoles. I played Castlevania 64, but, yeah, and that wasn't that great. It was okay, but, yeah, it wasn't that great. I don't believe that they did anything with Castlevania in 3D before, or not before, sorry, I mean after Castlevania 64 and before they went onto the 360 and PS3. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that Castlevania 64 was it in terms of the 3D games before then.